What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one. All right, so we got Terence Crawford and Sebastian Fundora in the news as they are having, they need a little extension, just a little extension to get that, go ahead and get the more look at. I don't know what they're gonna do, to be honest, man, because at one minute we hear that Sebastian Fundora is gonna fight Errol Spence in December, and the next minute we hear that Sebastian Fundora is now still in negotiation or is in negotiations with Terence Crawford. I don't know what the outcome or what would be. I know Sebastian Fundora himself has spoke highly on wanting to fight Terence Crawford, and his team has wanted him to fight Errol Spence due to money. But Sebastian Fundora is looking like he's looking at legacy. You gotta respect that. All right. Let me go ahead and get into the article, and then we'll go ahead and I'll give you my opinion. All right, so shout out to BoxingScene.com. It says Sebastian Fundora and Terence Crawford are given 10 more days to agree deal. I guess they meant to say to agree to a deal or agree deal, whatever. Terence Crawford legal team have asked the WBO for 10 more days for an agreement to be struck between WBO junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fundora and Crawford, who holds their interim title. I'm so confused about this, bro. Like, dog, I am so confused about this, bro. I thought... Wait, okay, no, I'm tripping, never mind. Crawford fought Madrimov for the WBA. Okay, I'm tripping, okay. I was just confused about... Okay, anyways. August 28th, the WBO committee ordered both parties to negotiate the fight, and both sides were given 30 days to agree a deal before a purse bid would be called in accordance with the WBO rules. Crawford, who is 37 years old, have been allowed to fight for an interim title because Fundora had to recover from injuries sustained to his bloody fight in March with Tim Tszyu. Crawford won the belt against Israel Madrimov in August in his first fight at 154. On September 30th, Crawford's legal counsel asked for 10 more days, and the 26-year-old Fundora promoter Samson Lickowitz agreed to the extension via email. The representative team have until 4 p.m. October 10th to strike a deal, or the committee will order a purse bid. Now, that's hold on a second. Okay, let's see. Okay. And this is Boxing 24/7, basically saying the same thing that Boxing Scene was saying. But it said if Crawford defeats WBC and WBO junior middleweight champion Fundora, he'll hold 3 of the 454-pound titles. He will then only need the IBF to become the undisputed champion. That would make Crawford a 3-division. That would make Crawford, they said 3-division world champion, but he's already a 3-division champion. So they mean a 3-division undisputed champion. He previously captured all 4 belts at 140 and 147. Crawford won the WBA junior middleweight title on August 3rd, defeating champion Israel Madrimov by a narrow 12-round unanimous decision in Ride season event in Los Angeles. That was a fight that Crawford... I'm not gonna say that because that's definitely not true. Fundora will fight a lot harder than Madrimov, bro. You could tell when they just say wishful thinking, and it could be a more difficult fight for the 37-year-old. Crawford, the 6'6" Fundora's height, reach, and youth will make life difficult for Crawford. Fundora is 26 and coming off of a 12-round split decision over Tim Tszyu on March 30th. If Crawford can regain the form he showed against Errol Spence in 2023, people gotta understand. Like, I don't think people really understand boxing, bro. I really don't, bro. I don't think that, like, they think, anyways. However, Crawford looks older now, and he didn't look anywhere near as good as against Madrimov as he did against Spence or any other fighter that he had fought in his career at 140, 147, and 135. Crawford still looked puffy around the face during the Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois card on September 21st in London. Madrimov did some damage to Crawford. No, the heck he didn't. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like they stretch. They got to stretch. Like, this dude, Crawford, didn't look like he had any issues in that fight. I mean, any issues with his face or anything. A loss for Crawford. Man, I'm not finna keep reading because this is stupid. All right, but anyways, let me go and give you my opinion. Now, real quick, this is a picture of Terence Crawford at the Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois fight. And my question is, where is his face still swollen at? Or where is it still puffy at? I mean, of course, his face looks more full, but again, you got to remember, these guys don't know boxing. His face looks more full because he's not in training camp. This is off season. He's eating more, of course. So he's at his natural weight right now. He's eating more. You know what I'm saying? So yes, his face looks more full, but nothing about his face. Where do you see any swelling or anything at? You don't. You know why? Because it's not there, dude. People like to just push this dumb agenda, and it makes absolutely no sense. So shout out to the dumbass who wrote that. That's saying that the dude's face was still like, y'all just be killing me trying to find any and every way y'all can discredit these fighters that are good for the sport. But anyways, all right. So going to Terence Crawford versus Sebastian Fundora. Look, listen. I think that is a great fight. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are trying to say that Sebastian Fundora is looking at this fight as an easy pickings because of what Terence Crawford went through against Israel Madrimov. Now, I did a video about explaining the Israel Madrimov fight for y'all that like to try to say, oh, he went the distance with somebody that had 11 fights. Rigondeaux, Nonito Donaire, Lomachenko, Gary Russell, Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, I could just go on, Leon Spinks, Muhammad Ali, that was 7 fights, I think Lomachenko only had 2 fights going in, his fight with Gary Russell, I think Rigondeaux only had 11 fights when he beat, Nonito Donaire, whatever, man, it's quality over quantity, but anyways, so, let me let you hear what Terence Crawford had to say about this situation real quick, and then we'll go ahead, keep going.
I'm saying, you've been criticized for your last fight.
I look at it like this.
Mm-hmm.
If Fundora licking his chops,
yeah,
over my performance with Madrimov,
yeah,
I should be licking my chops, because Madrimov knocked Fundora out in sparring. So who should be licking their chops? You know what I mean?
That's a revealed thing. I never heard that.
Dang. So you know what I'm saying? Like, dang. So let me get this straight. Damn. Sebastian Fundora got knocked out in sparring by Madrimov, the guy with just 11 fights. And I know what you guys are gonna say. Oh man, that's just sparring. You don't know if that's true or not. Let me tell you something. It's always a little truth when stuff like that comes out. Kind of like how when they was trying to say that Errol Spence knocked out Floyd Mayweather at first in sparring, but then it came out. See, a lot of you guys don't remember that. You just guys know about it came out that Terence Crawford really just gave Errol Spence that I'm sorry. It came out that Errol Spence just really gave Floyd Mayweather that work. But at first they were saying Errol Spence had knocked out Floyd or whatnot. But anyways, but regardless whether it's true or not, listen, Terence Crawford obviously has never fought anybody like Sebastian Fundora, who is 6'6". But Sebastian Fundora does not know how to use his height. And Sebastian Fundora has a lot of defensive flaws. Terence Crawford, I can honestly see this fight being how Mayweather was to Diego Corrales. Diego Corrales had a significant height advantage over Floyd Mayweather. And you saw how Mayweather was able to utilize the ring and exploit openings on Diego Corrales. Mayweather was really good at stabbing to the body, and then he would feint like he was stabbing to the body and then come up top with a hook. Go watch it. I study boxing. I know what I'm talking. I'm not like these other YouTubers. A lot of these other YouTubers don't even really know how to break down fights, except for guys like 78 Sports TV or Boxing Wave. That's another guy that I do watch. Boxing Waves know how to. He's probably the best at it, even better than myself at breaking down fights. But anyways, and also that in fact that I've been boxing for not, I've actually been competing for over 17 years now. So anyways, never went pro, but anyways, that's a whole nother story. I like this fight. I really do. I think this is an interesting fight, very intriguing. Now, I don't know how good Terence Crawford's legs are. Seeing how he's 37 years old now. But I would assume that he would approach this fight the way he approached the Victor Postal fight. Meaning that his movement created openings for him. And with Sebastian Fundora, again, not knowing how to use his height. Now, if Sebastian Fundora fought like Shakur, then Terence would be in a lot of trouble. But Sebastian doesn't know how to use his height well. And a lot of tall fighters don't. Paul Williams, all that. They don't, Robert Easter Jr., they kind of give away their height. They like to bang or whatnot, But guys like Tommy Hearns, that's a good one, a really good one. If Sebastian Fundora knew how to fight like Tommy Hearns on the outside, then Terence Crawford would be in some trouble. But the fact is, he doesn't. He gives away his height. He often fights to the level of his opponent, meaning not skill-wise, but literally the actual height of his opponents. So he's there to be hit. Terence Crawford has so many different arsenals. I'm not sure if Terence Crawford would be Terence Crawford would probably fight as a southpaw, because Sebastian Fundora likes to throw a lot of hooks, and when a right-hand fighter is fighting a southpaw, that makes it's harder for them to get that hook across, and it's also harder for them to see that hook coming from that different angle, because in a southpaw the hook is coming from a different angle than a right-hand fighter. So I would assume that Terence Crawford would fight that fight as a lefty, as a southpaw, but it's so many options that Terence Crawford has in his arsenal. I personally don't think that it would be smart for Terence Crawford to try to bang with Sebastian Fundora, seeing how Terence Crawford is the smaller guy. Physically and height-wise. Weight-wise and height-wise. But I still think that there's so many other ways that Terence Crawford could pick Sebastian Fundora apart. I don't think he stopped Sebastian Fundora, but I definitely think he picks him apart. All right, but Sebastian Fundora still could give Terence Crawford issues with his height, but I don't see him beating Terence Crawford. And last time that I checked, rest in peace Nipsey Hussle, I'm not Stevie Wonder, so rest in peace to the legend as well. But so I think that's an intriguing fight. I'd much rather see him fight him than Errol Spence. We don't know how Errol Spence is at this point. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would rather this fight be made. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?